So for those who are new to the channel or may not know this, I do take the time to try and read every single comment. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the engagement that we have in the comments, even the haters, the ones that, will do nothing but flame things. And what I have to say is this, is yesterday was not a great day for ADA and Cardano in terms of the comment section, but that is typically a huge bottom signal. When the sentiment from people keep saying, ADA's bad and ADA's crap and it's the worst performing coin and blah, 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 and all these same things, that is a huge sign that things are in fact about to turn around. All right. And that this isn't hopium or anything like that. It's psychology. It happens time and time again. We've seen it play out with ADA before. I've seen it play out with other coins before. And I'll say right now, we're seeing things begin to change in terms of ADA. In fact, it looks like the floor is in. All right. It looks like right down here around that 43 cent level, huge level of support. Again, I've said many times, we've gotten to this point where the sellers have sold, where they're done, where they can't push the price any lower. And maybe this changes, right? But you guys can see that ADA is in fact climbing. It looks to be setting even another higher floor yet around the 46 cent level. And it's trying to extend and make this next run here. Now, what people may not understand is there are different levels of liquidity. Some are thin, some are thick. And right now we're bouncing up against this thick level of liquidity. And you guys can see that back here, this was a huge level of support before ADA made its second run. All right. So right now we're just continuously hitting our head on this, hitting our head on this, hitting our head on this, and waiting for a strong enough to push to, in fact, break through. The funny thing about this is and this is going to sound really weird. This is very eerily similar to what Shiba Inu was doing back in October of last year. And what I mean by that is, Shiba Inu is something I cover every single day here on the channel as well. And SHIB kept doing the same thing. It kept fighting these levels of liquidity for this super long period of time, multiple years. All right. And I'm not saying that's where ADA's at. It's a completely different part of the market cycle. But all it took was just enough of a surge to have the escape velocity from those levels. And you guys can see what it did. Same thing here with ADA, right? ADA was fighting some of these levels too. Very similar thing to back here. And it finally had enough escape velocity to escape those levels of liquidity. Up here, big levels, guys. But when we get above there, we're kind of up in no man's land. Things start moving pretty quickly. All right. Yes, ADA's dropped. No, it's not the worst performing coin in crypto. It's not even the worst performing coin in the top 10. I've seen a couple of those comments today, and it's weird. People have this I'm trying to think of the best word. They have an incorrect sense of the value of ADA, and they have an incorrect sense of its performance in this market cycle. People also seem to forget the fact that ADA did this exact same thing last market cycle. Very similar to where we're at now in terms of its performance at that time. And history stands to not always be exactly the same, but it tends to stay pretty consistent, which means that ADA will tend to perform better when retail from outside the space is floating in. Now, I will say this. Is retail bouncing around right now and moving from coin to coin? Absolutely. All right. We're seeing a lot of the people in the space just kind of matriculate at this time. We're seeing them chase things that may be performing a little better or maybe moving faster or new launches or things like that. And people can always do what they want, right? When it comes to my blue chip bags like ADA and many others, they really just sit there. Right now, they're late market plays for me. ADA tends to perform better in the late market cycle. Most of the gains that you get tend to come later on. That's what people need to understand. So patience is the biggest thing. I've preached it many times, but right now it looks like ADA is setting up for this next big move. The question is when is it going to make it? So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.